Okay, everyone. Hello and welcome back to the match reaction. Where we talk about the game and say how we thought it went. Okay, Cupid, do you want to start on your thoughts on the game? Cupid?
Right, sorry, I was just muting the YouTube
Yeah,
stream.
no worries.
So what do you want to know?
What was your thoughts on the game?
Well, I think Germany were the better side. I think they'll be kicking themselves. They should have won that game from 2-0 up, to be honest. As for England, there's a few bright sparks. As you said, Bellingham played well. Kane was his normal excellent self. Sterling was good when he was on. Not quite sure why they took Sterling off, but there you go. And then you had the negatives. The goalkeeper was absolutely appalling. Harry Maguire was absolutely appalling. I don't know which two of them are the worst, but between them, Maguire definitely caused one goal. So there's one goal right there. Pope caused another one. So that's two goals by error that should never have happened. So shame on them players. They're not England quality. They're not international quality, and they need to be dropped and never played for England again. Gareth Southgate, I think, has been lucky. I think tactically he's not good enough as an England manager, and if it wasn't for the fact that there's not really anyone available, I would look at replacing Gareth Southgate as soon as possible.
Yep, I agree. My thoughts on the game was I thought we started both halves off really badly. I thought our defending was shocking. Pope and Maguire were the worst of the defenders. Like that penalty that Maguire gave away was just ridiculous. Such bad defending. Pope, what a howler to give away that third goal to let Germany equalise. Like that should not be. He should not be spilling that. I thought Germany were better on the ball, but England were pretty good on their counter attacks. But in general, I do think it was a good comeback from us. But I think Germany were. I think both sides had. I would probably say it was a fair result just because of how we played in the last half an hour. But yeah, we really need to start the games better because we started off so bad and yeah. But last half an hour, how we played, I think we did make it so we deserved something from the game.
As just to say, as far as the two penalties went, the Maguire penalty was 100% nail-on penalty, no doubt about it. The German one, I think, is a bit unfortunate because he did win the ball, but then he followed through and it looked kind of ugly, even though I don't think he did it deliberately, but it looked like the angle of his leg and the way he looked like he was like doing a typical dangerous tackle on his ankle. So I think it looked a lot worse than it really was. So I feel a bit for the Germans. I probably feel that penalty could have gone either way, and personally I wouldn't have given it.
Yeah, that penalty, on some days that gets given, on some days it don't. It is a bit unfortunate for the Germans.
But looking forward, will England win the World Cup that's coming up? Under the current regime, no, England will not win.
Yep.
Picking players like Maguire that he picked today, He's tactical, inept in almost every way. England, we are in the World Cup, but please don't expect England to do anything because they will not come anywhere.
Yep,
England are going to be quite a poor team, I think. I think we will win our group. Looking to the future, we definitely will win the group, but that's because the group is so poor. If you look at the other teams in our group, but as soon as we meet up with decent competition, we will look bad.
Yep, I agree. I think we'll win the group as well, but as soon as we come up against a decent team, if we play with the defenders we play today, I think we will get knocked out. But yeah, I just think Southgate got a bit lucky today, and I still don't think his tactics are good enough. I think he's too defensive when we got so much attacking talent, and I just don't think he's the correct manager for England. I think we need a more attacking manager that loses our attacking players and our that loses our attacking talented players a lot more, because we really have got some great attacking players in our team that's not even here in the squad for these Nation League games that should be here. For example, Maddison, Sancho, Rashford. So yeah, I think Southgate's just too... Arnold
in the squad, Jordan. I know you're not a Liverpool fan.
No, I forgot. I was just saying the attacking players, but from the defensive players, Maguire shouldn't be there. Dyer, I don't think should be there. And I do think Trent Alexander-Arnold should be in there 100%. And I do think Ben White from Arsenal should be there as well.
Yeah, good shout. Good shout.
Because he's been really good for Arsenal.
If I bought either of you a number 6 international England shirt, Harry Maguire, would either of you wear it with pride?
No.
Because it's England shirt.
No, I'm a bit short on toilet paper. I'd probably use it to wipe my gaping arse with, to be honest. Do you want to do a score out of 10 for each England player?
Yeah, we are. I'm just writing all the players down quick, then we will be doing it.
I think Saka did inject pace as well.
Yep. I do have to say though, with Rhys James, I know he was poor all game, but he did get an assist for the first goal for Luke Shaw from a great cross. We just have to bear in mind that overall Rhys James was very poor tonight, but he did show a little bit of quality on that assist for Luke Shaw. But apart from that, he didn't have a good game, did he?
Mm-mm.
Okay, player ratings. 5 is the average score. Anything well, 6 is just above average. 5 is the average score. Anything below 5 is poor. And yeah, 10 is obviously amazing. So player ratings. First of all, Cupid, Nick Pope. What's your opinions? For me, he's getting a 2 out of 10. He was terrible tonight.
I agree with. The reason I'm laughing is because he does get a 2 out of 10, and there's going to be a player coming up later that's going to get even less.
Yeah, I know. Some people's probably going to give him worse. But yeah.
Yeah, I agree. 2 out of 10. He made a howler. He was dodgy on the back passing, and his touch was poor. His decision making was poor. Yeah, he was awful.
Yeah, I agree. 2 out of 10. That howler was just that howler basically stopped us winning the game when we were 3-2 up there. And yeah, he was just a shambles. He really was tonight. His passing was awful. Giving it away to the German players. Like, if the German players in the first half could finish the chances that Pope was just passing to them and giving away from passing out from the back, then it would have been even worse for him tonight. So yeah, I agree. 2 out of 10. Lawrence, hello to you, mate. How's it going? Yeah, it was a nice comeback. Last half an hour it was a really nice comeback. But yeah, I hope you're well. Okay, John Stones, I think he went off after 20 minutes injured. I think it's just got to be an average 5 out of 10. What do you think, Cupid?
Yeah, you can't make an impact when that happens.
Yep.
He wasn't bad. He wasn't great. So yeah, I agree. 5.
Yeah, they're just average where he didn't have long enough to make an impact. Dyer, I thought he was bad. I don't think he was as bad as Maguire. I would give him a 4 out of 10 in my opinion. He just wasn't good tonight. The passing out from the back was dodgy, and I just thought he was not that good tonight. 4 out of 10 from me. You Cupid?
Yeah, so far I agree with you completely. Yeah, Dyer 4 out of 10. Didn't really have an impact on the game. Didn't have any influence. Was kind of just there. And I don't think he's what England are looking for. So yeah, 4 out of 10.
Yep, I agree. Lawrence says overall England just play better offensively. Yeah, I agree. Our defense were crap, but our attack was pretty good tonight. Okay, Maguire, minus 200 out of 10. Nah, for me, Maguire, that penalty is even worse than Pope's howler. For me, Maguire gets a 1 out of 10. He was just a shambles tonight. Giving the ball away, giving a penalty away, passing the ball to the German players. Just, yeah, a shambles tonight. His passing was awful. And that penalty foul, giving that penalty away was just awful. 1 out of 10 for me. You, Cupid?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. 1 out of 10, and I really do hope that we don't see him wearing an England shirt again. He was that bad.
Yep, totally
He's
agree.
awful. He's not international quality, and he's not quality of Manchester United. And Harry, I'm just astounded at how Maguire has got to the high place where he's got, because he really doesn't deserve it. I mean,
Yep.
I know he was good at Leicester, but Leicester are no Man United. So,
Yeah, he
no.
should have been at Manchester United. He's not good enough for Manchester United, and he's not good enough for England. Okay,
Yeah.
Rhys James, this is a difficult one. For me, I thought he was very, very poor tonight. But he did have one moment in the game where he got us where he helped us get a goal back in the game to make it 2-1, so we could push on and get a good comeback. For me, Rhys James, just for that assist tonight to get us back into the game, I would give him. I would give him. Oh, it's difficult. The thing is, it wasn't an average performance, but then that assist does make up for it. Because if he doesn't do that assist, we maybe don't get back in the game. So I'm going to give him a just below average performance because of that assist that he did for the first goal to help us get back into the game. So I'm going to give him a 4.5 out of 10. You, Cupid?
I agree with what you said. But I'm going to be a little bit meaner. I wouldn't give him 4.5. I'll give him 4.
Yeah.
Again, he's not England quality. He's not good enough to wear an England shirt.
With Rhys James, I will say he's only about 20. How old is he? He has been really good for Chelsea. To be fair, in my opinion, he does deserve to be in the England squad, but tonight he was very poor. But he can get better. That's all I will say with Rhys James. Because, yeah, he's only 22, Cupid, so I do think after a bit more English experience, he could get better, but tonight he was just poor, wasn't he?
Yeah, possibly, yeah. Let's say we'll give him the benefit of the doubt up to now.
Yep. Okay, 4 out of 10, yeah, we'll go full. Okay, Jude Bellingham. I can't say his name. Jude Bellingham. I just can't say his name. Sorry about that.
Bellingham.
Yeah. But anyway, I thought he was decent tonight. He's a good long attacking midfielder. He does do really good passes, putting players through. He's good at keeping hold of the ball. Good pass off the ball, I said, and I just think he's a quality player. For me, from how he was tonight, I think he had a very good performance. For me, he gets a 7 out of 10. I thought he was good tonight. What about you, Cupid?
In the scheme of things, he's one of the better players, so I've got to give him above average. But saying that, he didn't do nothing spectacular. But
yeah.
So I'd probably give him, as being one of the better players throughout the whole team, I'd give him a 6.
Yeah. I just think he was good at keeping hold of the ball in the midfield, and I just think he's a good pass off the ball, and he was really good at keeping hold of the ball tonight.
Will he end up at Liverpool? That's for another.
I think either Liverpool or Manchester United, but I think there's more chance of Liverpool, yeah. Okay, we go in the middle there. We go with a 6.5 then, I think. Do you agree, Cupid?
Yep. If I go 6, you go 7, 6.5, yep.
Yep. Are you kidding me? He gives away he gives pens away. Yep, that's what we were saying, Gary. Maguire's just awful.
No, I'm Gary.
Oh, sorry.
I was answering Lauren.
Whoops. UEFA penalty was solid though.
Yeah, Robin's coming to Saka in a minute, so you'll hear what we say about him.
Yeah, I agree, Robin, but we will come to Saka. Okay, Rhys. As a holding midfielder, I don't think Rhys was good in the defensive part of the game today, but I think he was good at linking up the attack. So for me, on defensive performance today, he gets a 5. On attacking performance today, he gets a 6.5. So I will give Rhys an average 6 tonight, just because of how he was linking our attack up. What about you, Cupid?
Yeah, I completely agree. I'd give him a 6 as well. Nothing, again, like Bellingham, nothing spectacular, but he did his job. So yeah, I'd say a 6 out of 10 as well.
Yeah, I agree. I think Bellingham was a little bit better than him, but he did his job, yeah. Okay, Luke Shaw. I thought Luke Shaw was solid tonight. Got a goal. Got the first goal to help us get back into the game. His ball delivery was okay. He was good at getting forward. For me, Shaw gets a 7 tonight. I thought Shaw had a decent game. What about you, Cupid?
Yeah, I agree with that. For a defender, he's got good anticipation, and he does creep in on the far post and things like that. I've seen him score a lot of goals.
Like the goal for the Euros against Italy, he got forward and did the same thing, didn't he?
Yeah, so I'd give him a 7 out of 10. He was one of England's better performers. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for me, the reason why he gets a 7 out of 10 is because he gets an 8. Well, he gets a 7.5 for going forward and back and his attacking performance. And for his defensive performance, I thought he's one of our better players in the defence. So, as our fullback. So, for his fullback performance defensively, 6.5, and attacking performance for the fullback is 7.5, what works out to a 7.
Yep.
Okay, Foden, I'll be honest, 5 out of 10. I thought Foden was very average tonight. I didn't think he created much at all, and I think Saka I thought Mount coming on for Foden actually helped to change the game with Saka coming on too. I think Foden is a great player for Man City, but I just don't think it was his day today.
Well, it's what we were talking about earlier with Battle Warlord. He's one of these players where, as an individual, he's an amazing player, but I question whether he can do it for England, and I still do. He's never really done it for England.
Never shined.
Yeah, I agree.
No, he's not. So, again, another performance that's not brilliant. He was just there, kind of thing. So I would say a 6 out of 10.
Okay, so I've gone with an average 5. You've gone with a 6. So should we go with a 5.5? Yeah. But yeah, I agree. He's very good for Man City with all the quality players around him. But for England, he's just not shown enough today.
Yeah, he should be doing a lot more. I know he's relatively young, but he should be doing a lot more. Even for England, he should be showing his unique, how good he is, and he's just not doing it, unfortunately.
Where did you rate?
Yep, I agree.
Where did you rate Maguire?
Okay.
That 1 and 10.
Yeah. Sterling. Okay, I thought Sterling was good up getting forwards, getting in behind the German defence. Had a lot of chances, but he just couldn't take his chances. So for me, Sterling gets a 6.5 because he was good up everything tonight, apart from the finishing. What about you, Cupid?
What did you give him, Jordan?
6.5 because he did everything well tonight, apart from the finishing.
Okay, no, I agree with that. I think he shouldn't have been subbed. I think he was causing Germany a lot of problems.
I agree.
In the first half. I think he shouldn't have been taken off. I think he would have continued to cause problems.
And maybe for goal.
Yeah, his finishing was a bit lacking.
Yep.
But I disagree on this. This is one I disagree on. And I'm not a huge Sterling fan.
Yep.
But I would personally... I'd give him... What did you give him, Jordan?
I'd give him a 6.05 because I thought he had a very good game. He shouldn't have come off, but he just went clinical with his finishing. That's why he gets a 6.5 from me.
Yeah, and I think the finishing's always going to let him down, unfortunately. I don't think he's a natural goal scorer. He's more of an attacking midfielder, in my opinion. But I think he did a great job. I think Jordan's been a little bit harsh. So I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, so we will go with a 7 now. In the middle, I went with a 6.5, Cupid went with a 7.5, so yeah, we go with a 7.
Have you got some Maguire?
We've done Maguire. He got a 1.
What did you give him out of 10?
1.
What do you think he got, Battle Warlord?
2.
No,
he wasn't that good. He's not good enough to get a 2. What are you on about? Maguire's not good enough to get a 2. To be honest, I'm not even sure if he's good enough to get a 1. I'm tempted to put him down to 0.5.
0.5? Oh my god.
we can't get across, Battle Warlord, how bad Maguire was. Put it that way.
Yep.
Right?
But if you had the opportunity, would you give him a 0?
I was
I
tempted.
give him 1. I give him
You give
1.
him
I'll give him 1. No, Battle. I'll give him 1 for showing up and taking part and not being injured.
And he did, and right at the death of the game, he actually did a good pass. So I'll give him 1 out of 10 for that.
1 out of 10 for a good pass and showing up.
Yeah.
Kane. What a penalty. Yeah, just what a penalty. And I thought Kane had a good game today. Caused them a lot of trouble. For me, Kane had a solid game and gets a 7.5 tonight. What about you, Cupid?
Yeah, I wouldn't give him an 8. 7. The penalty was outstanding. He was busy the whole game, so yeah, I'd give him a 7.
7. So, what? Do we go a 7.25 then?
Let's go for argument's sake. Give him a 7.5.
Okay.
He was the captain. He
Yep.
did do his job.
Oh yeah, good.
He
Full.
was reliable again. So yeah.
Yeah.
Give him 7.5.
Yeah, that captain performance put him up to a 7.5. Yeah. Okay, Saka. I think Saka changed the game, got an assist, came on, caused Germany a lot of problems, had a very good game, helped us get back into the game, and yeah, was a massive part of the comeback. So for me, Saka gets a 7.5 just like Kane. What about you, Cupid?
Well, the only thing I'm disappointed in is I just think, imagine what it would have been like if we had left Sterling on with Saka as well.
Yeah, that what we should have done was took Maguire off, played Dyer and Walkup centre back with Shaw and obviously Rhys James as the fullbacks. Actually, I would have took Rhys James off for Trippier, and then played a 4 at the back and brought Saka on with Sterling. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, I'd give. He did come on and just by pure energy, and I agree with. I don't know if he's still here, but Robin, who's in chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did change the game to a certain extent, not massively, but he did change the game. He injected in energy. I'd give him a 7.5 out of 10 as well. And he's very young and he's learning. So yeah, good game, mate.
Robin, I agree. Ramsdale. Yeah, I think I could agree. Ramsdale. I don't know. Pickford seems to be very good for England. If Ramsdale can prove it for England, then I think Ramsdale should be the number 1. But I think he should have been given the chance in one of these 2 games to see how he does. Because I don't think you can throw him in as number 1 goalkeeper into the World Cup when he hasn't played much for England. Would you agree with that on Cupid? Would you agree with that, Cupid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Saka, then.
Yeah, Mason Mount. 7.5 we gave him.
Okay.
Mason Mount. For me, he's my man of the match. That second goal was unbelievable. What a finish to get us that second goal to get us back level. And for me, Mount came on and made a massive impact. And I'm going to give Mount a 8 out of 10. I think he changed the game. That second goal, like I said, was what a finish, what a goal. And for me, he's my man of the match with an 8 out of 10. And yeah, well done, Mount. You had a great performance there today. And yeah, keep it up. What do you think, Cupid?
Well, if you mean that he created a big impact by scoring a goal, then I would agree with that.
Yep.
But other than that, I don't think he did a great deal.
I just think
He was just kind of there and doing his job. So I'm not quite as ecstatic about him as what you are. What did you give him?
I gave him an 8 because I thought he came on and changed the game, and that goal was amazing. And I just think he made a massive impact, so I gave him an 8 out of 10.
Okay, well, the goal was very, very well taken, pure class.
Yep, absolute class.
Personally, was he giving him an 8? You're saying he's man of the match. I don't really. I'm not sure I agree with that, so I'm going to have to give him slightly lower. I'm going to have to give him a 7, I'm afraid.
Okay, so we will go with, we'll go with a 7.5 then. We go where I went 8 and you went 7, we go with a 7.5. I think it's fair.
Yep.
And last of all, Walker. Walker. To be fair, I hate to say this, but all Germany's goals, Walker was on the pitch and he didn't help. He was better than Maguire and Dyer, but I don't think he was great. So Walker for me was just an average performance. So 5 out of 10 from me, Cupid.
Yeah, I agree with that. He kind of shored us up a little bit with his pace. But other than that, he didn't really shine or didn't really do anything out of the norm. So yeah, I'd go with average as well, 5 out of 10. Yeah,
and I just think it was a shame that obviously John Stones had to come off. Yep.
He should have started though, and I think this World Cup will probably be his last if he gets in the squad and he plays.
How old is Walker now?
31 and he's 30, 31.
Did you? Is that all the players now? You rate
32. Yeah, I agree, Cupid. I think this will either be his last World Cup or he will be a backup, a sub in the next World Cup.
Have you got any more points to give out, or you've done it all?
Done it all.
Did you?
No, we've not done it all. We've got to do the manager now.
The manager.
Oh, the manager.
How would you rate the manager?
This is going to be interesting.
Let's do it.
Yeah, get Southgate, yeah. But based on the game, not overall, man. Just this game.
For me, Southgate played well too defensive. I just think he's way too defensive tonight. But I do think the last half an hour he made good subs bringing on Mount and Saka, who changed the game. So he does need to get some credit from that. But I just think his tactics of the start was poor. And we started both halves very poor. But I think he was lucky that we got back into that game from the subs him bringing on, making as big impact as they did. So for me, the players changed it, but he does need to get credit for bringing the correct players on. So for me, he's going to get an average 5. No, he's going to get a 6 out of... I don't know. I'm going to give him a just above average 5.5 just because of the subs he made and how it changed the game. Because if he didn't make those subs, we probably wouldn't have got back into the game. So for me, 5.5. What about you, Cupid?
Well, I agree with that, but I still really do not believe he should have took Sterling off.
Yep, I agree. I think he brought the correct players on, but he didn't take the correct players off.
So what are you going to give him?
Yeah, I'd agree with that. So what did you give him, John?
I gave him a 5.5 just because he brought the correct players on and it changed the game. But I don't think he took the correct players off, and I don't think his tactics were good enough from the start. And we started off very poor, so just above average for the comeback from the sub.
Well, I'm going to give him some kudos for the subs that he made. However, I think it's been proven now that tactically he's just not up there with the top managers on international level. Hold on a minute, I'm going to bloody sneeze. Oh, sorry about that. I think it's time for a change.
Yeah, I agree.
He's too defensive.
I totally agree.
I don't think he's got the technical know-how, and I also get a feeling that he hasn't got the players 100% as well.
Yep, I totally agree.
He definitely hasn't got the fans and people like me and you. So no, I disagree. I'm going to give him a 3.
Ooh.
A 3 for this match. Ooh.
Okay, I think what we do then, we split that and we give him a full, yeah?
A 4.
Yeah.
That's quite a low score. Ooh.
Well, there you go.
Okay, but I just need to say, I agree with Cupid on that. I think Southgate is too defensive. I don't think he should be managing us in the World Cup. I think we got too much attacking talent. What we've left up home in Rashford, Sancho, and obviously Maddison, what should be of the World Cup. And also, I think he picks the wrong players in like Maguire and Rhys James when he should be picking Alexander-Arnold, and obviously he should be picking maybe a Stones or a Tomori. Sorry, he should be picking a Tomori or a Gahi or something like that, or a Walker to play with John Stones, because Maguire's just not good enough. So for me, for me, Southgate is just not good enough and shouldn't be managing us in the World Cup because he's too defensive and he picks the wrong players and he leaves the wrong players up home.
Well, I think he gets a 4 out of 10 just for picking Maguire, to be honest.
Yep, I totally
I'm not gonna
agree.
lie. I mean, he's not starting for Man U.
Yep.
Every football fan across the country knows Maguire is a liability.
Yep, totally agree.
You know, he's not playing for his club team, so why pick him for England?
Because
make sense.
Because Southgate is Southgate's got favourites and he picks his favourites, and Maguire's one of them. So he thinks.
Well, if he's going to pick players based on favouritism, then he needs to definitely quit then.
Yeah, he definitely needs to go. What else can he be picking a player on? He can't say he's picking Maguire on form because he's not even playing for Manchester United, exactly. So it must be favouritism. What else can it be?
Well, there isn't any reason, is
there?
Does everyone in chat believe that as well?
So yeah, that's mine and Cupid's opinion. Southgate just doesn't pick the correct players. He's too defensive. We have too much attacking talent that he's left up home, and too many good attacking players. But Southgate just doesn't lose it because he's too defensive and picks the wrong players. And you agree with that, yeah, Cupid?
So we haven't done the man of the match.
Full okay, and yeah, that's to end. To end with Southgate, that's our opinion on him. But man of the match, I have to go with do you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go with Mason Mount just because of that goal and the impact he made when he came on. But who's your man of the match, Cupid? So for me, I'll just put my the man of the match by Mount as my man of the match. Who's your man of the match?
I agree with you about Mount, why he got such a high score, but I think Harry Kane's the captain, and he did what a captain should do. So, and he was reliable again. So I'm going to say Harry Kane.
Okay.
But since Sir Ralph Ramsey,
There we go.
since we had Sir Ralph Ramsey, can you think of a better manager that we've had than we've got now? After Sir Ralph
Say
Ramsey,
that again.
Have we had any better managers than what we've got now since Sir Ralph Ramsey went up until now? So we've had Robson, we've had loads through history. Has any of their managers been better than what we've got now? Than Southgate?
Loads of
Yep.
loads of them.
Yeah, loads of them. I agree. England never really seems to pick the correct managers, but there has been a lot that it plays better football than Southgate, and I think it's better.
You mean we've had a lot of better managers throughout history than Southgate? Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
For example, would you say Robson was a
Oh, definitely. Miles better. Tactically.
Yeah, better than Southgate.
Yeah.
Much better than Southgate, yeah. Anyway, everyone,
Better.
thank you so much for watching the watch along and match reaction today. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Cupid, thank you very much for coming on.
No problem, mate.
And yeah, just thank you everyone for being here, and we will see you all. Me and Cupid. If not, I will see you all again soon. But hopefully we'll have Cupid on the channel again soon. And yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and take it easy, everyone, and see you all again soon.
Thank you.